Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Hearthstone's Scholomance Academy expansion has arrived, but is it any good? In this video, I'm going to take a look at the early meta of Scholomance Academy, and I'm going to showcase the 3 meta tyrants of the early Scholomance Academy meta, as well as 3 challengers who are trying to upseat those mainstays. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my Twitch channel as well for Hearthstone gameplay 6 days a week. But then the meta. Up first is the main tyrant of the new meta, and it is Libra Paladin. Libra Paladin is dominating the lower ranks, and even in Legend it is still the best deck, even though by a smaller margin. Libra Paladin got a lot of good new tools in Scholomance Academy, such as qsA+yvA Allura, spellburst, cast a spell from your deck, targets this if possible. So Libra Paladin has a lot of buffs in it, and they play Allura, they play a spell like First Day of School for 0 mana, and then Allura just might be hit with a Blessing of Authority, for example, and boom, you win the game. First Day of School is also excellent for the early game. Libra Paladin can do First Day of School on turn 1, play one of those 1-drops, save the other 1-drop for later. And because this also gives us 1-drops from other classes, there are some really sick combos that sometimes happen with the power of First Day of School. Libra Paladin can really surprise you. And goody 2 shields, 3 mana, 4/2 Divine Shield, spellburst, gain Divine Shield again. So Libra Paladin just got a lot more aggression power. It is still dependent on the board. It cannot just kill you from hand if you can keep the board clear, but keeping that board clear is very challenging with all the buffs and all the big minions Libra Paladin can deliver. Libra Paladin also has some hard removal in the form of Libram of Justice and maybe Consecration on top of that, so boom, your board is gone, Libra Paladin's board is intact. Being in a position where both sides have a board against Libra Paladin is really scary, and this deck looks just strong. The second meta tyrant is Guardian Druid. Guardian Druid was the most played deck on the first day of the expansion. Just get your Guardian animals out, buff everything with +4/+4, drop a Kael'thas in for good measure so that you can brew both of these on a single turn, maybe even turn 5 or something, because you have Innervate and Lightning Bloom, and boom, this deck when it goes off, it really goes off. And it looks like those really huge minions that it can play may seem like they're undefeatable, but they actually are not. The deck sometimes doesn't get the right draw and just defeats itself, and a number of big minions can be answered, for example by that Libram of Justice. So the deck is very strong, it can roll some games so that there's absolutely nothing you can do, but it has some weaknesses as well. The third meta tyrant is maybe something you have not expected, but it is increasing in numbers, and it is Priest. There are a couple of viable Priest archetypes. There's like Galakrond Priest with duplicates, but right now it looks like Highlander Priest has the higher win rate, because now with more cards in standard format again, there's more to choose from, so Highlander Priest can use good tools for all the slots and put in Dragon Queen Alexstrasza and Zephyrus the Great on top. And Priest answers Paladins and Druids big minions by Thievery. Cabal Acolyte combined with Wave of Apathy, boom, that big minion and its buffs are yours. Headmaster Kel'Thuzad, some Shadow Word Deathing, boom, that minion dies, you get one of those instead. Priest remains supremely irritating to play against, and it's looking very strong. So the overall top meta of early Scholomance Academy is Libra Paladin, Guardian Druid, and then Galakrond Priest in some form, Highlander or not. Very powerful decks, but can they be challenged? There are some challengers who are trying to remove these tyrants from their thrones, and in this video I'm going to take a look at 3 of them as well. First of all, Highlander Mage. I have played some Highlander Mage, my list is a little bit different from this one, but this is the best performing of the popular list where we have good statistics available, and Highlander Mage is just fun. Devolving Missiles is a super good card in the current meta because we have Paladin, buffs up big stuff, we have Druid, buffs up big stuff. Yeah, Devolving Missiles makes buffed up stuff small and destroys those buffs. That's exactly what you want. And Highlander Mage has a lot of freezes, it can stall the game, it has Dragoncaster and Puzzle Box, it can scam the game, and it has the amazing Reno, another way to permanently get rid of some big buffed up minions. A very good choice for laddering if you want to play something other than the Tyrant decks and show them their proper place. Because the meta is really big stuff, you have to have some hard removal. Damage space removal doesn't really do the job anymore. And one deck that has hard removal is Galakrond Warlock. Galakrond Warlock has stuff like Plague of Flames, so you can play like Dragonblight Cultist, that's 3 minions, and Plague of Flames, so that's 3 minions hard removed at the cost of 4 mana. Yeah, that's something. Then there's the new Brittlebone Destroyer. Belcry, if your hero's health changes, turn destroy a minion. Another hard removal piece, so you can really get rid of those big buffed up minions, and then start to build your own game plan from there. Invoking your Galakrond, get the Galakrond swing, turn big demons on the board, get the weapon, maybe Alex trust the opponent's face, and boom, there you go. Finally, there is also one other approach that you can take to all this big stuff, and that is to go under them. And the best deck right now to go under all this big stuff is Aggro Rogue. Aggro Rogue with Secret Passage. Secret Passage is just nuts. 1 mana, draw 5 cards essentially. Who thought that would be a good idea for a card? That card is crazy. And it's exactly what Rogue needed to break free from using Galakrond in every deck, because this synergizes especially well with cheap cards. So Aggro Rogue, you put stuff on there, you kill people quickly. If you happen to run out of stuff, you Secret Passage your way into more stuff. If they get one big buffed up minion on your way, you sap it out of the way and keep dealing that damage. The other decks that are also attempting to do this really fast things. There are some Zoo decks, there are some Aggro Demon Hunters. Those look promising. With proper refinement, maybe they can become challengers, but right now Aggro Rogue is the way to go if you just want to be faster than anyone else. Obviously at this stage of the meta all of these decks are unrefined and they will be looking a lot different within the next week. But if you were thinking, okay, what do I do in this Scholomance Academy expansion that's new right here, then this is what the meta is right now. 3 big ones and 3 challengers that you can also take on the ladder to beat those.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.